Entering select a dynasty to play screen. Captain King 75 underscore 8 Dynasty. Online save. Terrence Hightock, LSU. Entering weekly event. Entering my school update. Entering dynasties. Actions you have. Recruiting is selected. You have 5 and top classes. Team rank 1. Enter yes. Entering dynasty hub screen. Entering searching pop-up searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent. Selected. Red team setting and edit unit. Pants option is set to go. Shoes option is set to black. Shoes option is set to black and secondary cut. Shoes option is set to black and white. Shoes op notification. Pant jersey op. Uniform ready. Pant sock ready. Pant jersey ready. Home team selection Florida State Seminoles.
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
Entering play call screen. Return right.
And the Seminoles will kick this away to start us off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the run, it's Jackson. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They break.
Entering play. Coaching. Pause. You have 2 options. Entering AH key. Slot 2, slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. F key. W. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 5. Slot 2. Key. Slot 1. Ray. Hit. Block shedding 19. D key. Load. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 2. MLG. Rolled. CG. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot. Slot 5. FS. SS. Slot. K. KR. Slot 3. Slot. 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 Slot 2. PR. Slot. Slot. COS. L3DRG. Slot 2. Slot. PWHG. Slot 2. Slot 1. SLWR. Slot 2. Slot. Slot 2. Slot. RLE. Power. Block shedding 60. Block shedding 75. Deep throw act. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 3. Finesse block shedding RRE. Finesse move 77. Slot 1 RLE. RDT. SUBLG. Slot. 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 SLCG. Slot 2. Slot. 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 Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel. Entering play.
Chunky yardage on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game.
Inside zone.
Nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone.
Max protect.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the game on that play.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
RPO alert orbit swing is selected. RPO alert orbit swing.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it 7-0.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 5 options. options. Kickoff middle is selected.
Come here.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Come here, Doda.
Bringing it out. It's Hill. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts to back up on this possession.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories. Go option tack zone drop coach suggest from it go free.
Come here, Doda.
Cover 1 SS blitz.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Audible.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a
Entering
loss
play
of
call.
2.
Split. There
This
are
is
4
what I love to
categories.
see from
You
a
have 8
defense is the
options.
linebackers are
Rush
straight, been
blitz,
doing their job, but you
zone
need help from the
blitz,
secondary.
go
And when you have
zone-
aggressive
zone-
tacklers on the back
zone
end,
drop,
you got a
fix,
great
zone-
defense.
zone
This time,
drop,
the
zone
secondary
split.
makes
There
a
are 2
difference.
categories. You have 8 options.
Important second
Zone
down
blitz
play
is
coming up.
spread.
AY. I mean, AYE. I'm tripping.
Dropping back. It's Howard. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. To get him down quickly,
Entering
not
AY.
much of a gain on
split.
that completion.
There are 2 categories.
Again, this is
You
a
have 8
really nice
options.
job here by the
Cover
defense,
is
keeping
selected.
everything in front of them in that situation. Now,
Y'all.
they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
they can
yeah.
sell
Option
out
is
to
set
bring the
to
pressure.
free. There are 4
Well,
categories.
it's been tough
You
so
have
far to
11
get
options.
this drive
Cover
going.
4,
Now they
drop is
face
good
3rd
cushion.
and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Entering play call.
Well,
Coach
the defense picks the
suggestions. There are
right
6
time to get after
categories.
this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance.
Cover
Do a
4
good job of dialing
formation.
things up
Free,
and good
free.
coverage
There are 4
downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go
categories.
with
You
the
have
ball.
11 options.
So on their
Cover
first
good
drive of the
cushion.
game, they'll go for it in their own territory. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Launching downfield. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Audible.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior
Entering
able to
play
bring
call.
him down
Split.
quickly.
You have 9
The
options.
defense coordinator
Cover
this week
is
always
selected.
telling us about game integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big
Entering
gain.
play call.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a 1st down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Got him. He's sacked.
Well, the defensive end's just too athletic for this offensive line. Coming off the edge, quarterback didn't even see him coming. How about that sack by the defense?
Cover 2 man.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Howard. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was
Entering
hit
play
as he
call.
threw the
Coach
football there on 3rd down.
formation. There are 6
Quarterback did all
categories.
he
There are
could
2
here to wait
categories. You
until
have
the
24
last possible
options.
moment,
Cover
but he
2
waits
man is
just a
selected.
hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And here comes a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Where?
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Is that what you
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver.
I said, is that what you studying for in school? I mean, well, is that like a job in the field or your study? I said, is that a job? Is that a position in the field of the job that you studying for? Or going to school for?
The team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 31, set to kick it off.
You thought about returning it, but instead...
You know what's so crazy, right? So, it's this Bengals player I had delivered to when I worked for Timco. His wife just reached out to me about working for them. It's basically like how it was for Amazon. But she just reached out through Indeed and said she found my resume and asked me if I had interest in the job.
Looks to the left, pass caught.
I just thought it's basically working for Amazon job.
I think it's important to let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Complete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side,
here I come.
You're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They've got him, but he usually makes the first half of this drive. Keeps going.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll test the right side here. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
We got a tight end at running back. He's cheating.
Entering cover 1 SS blitz.
And the Knowles are moving quickly down the field. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. You and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Ward. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run here, lets him go. And he throws his third interception of the day.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
You gotta run. You gotta run.
The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Some great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient.
He'll take a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway. Snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense continues to just be physical. It's a line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
He's escaping the pocket now.
Say what one more time.
That time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
I'm about to get slow.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle made a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Knowles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Howard. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Cover 3 cloud.
So 2nd down after the incompletion.
Audible. Spread.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but the big game moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man.
Let's go.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. It's a short return to make the tackle at 25, but what a play for this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Max protect.
It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10. Touchdown Tigers. Just ran away from the defense.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options.
Play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Big Nick, 4, Big Nick, 40, Big Nickel, 3. There are 4
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
No.
You gotta make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Spread.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the Seminoles looking to keep this drive moving. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead.
Cover 2 man is
the
selected.
1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Oh, yeah.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. That run moves the ball across the floor.
Entering play call.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's Howard. Launching it downfield. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain across midfield. Moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He'll hand it off.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. How about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Give cushion. Audible.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Entering play call.
Touchdown, Seminoles. Now they'll set up for the point after.
Drop the bank. Get your green card.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Now you doing it.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the return will forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start.
Auction is set. Tricks. There are 9 categories. You have 5 options. HD Power is selected.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, the consistency in this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
On first down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. Heavy pressure.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Short cross. Short cross. Audible.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half.
That's correct.
Here we go on 4th down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Formation, win 5WR.
No, I can't write no down. I ain't gangster like that today.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Short
no press coverage. The DB's backing up now.
Well, good.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So go to the middle of the field.
Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half.
But I had a post about it in the
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Entering cross screen, you have 5 options.
Now kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there.
Split. There are 2 categories. You have 8 options. Cover 1 SS splits is selected.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field.
Spread.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Cover 2
and the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Give cushion.
Keeping it on the ground here.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensive line. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Audible.
They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about this defense?
Categories.
Just so
You have
physical
11
against the
options.
run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's 4th down.
J. Rahman. Give cushion. Pass.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here.
Oh, that's the... Makes
the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. He makes the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage. The drive keeps going.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
On the move, looking deep. Touchdown, Florida State.
Entering call. Coaching. Pause. You have 2 options. Depth. Entering. SUDL. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 3. Slot. Slot 3. Slot. 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 Slot 2. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel. Pause. You. Depth chart is selected. Entering. SLCG. SUGLG. Slot. Entering information. Slot 2. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. The down by touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
Inside cross.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Hands off to the left. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Jets sweep.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Backs protect.
A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. They get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerers.
Close to the tight end.
Yes, sir.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Into the 35-yard line. Well, the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
Finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Breaking tackle.
Oh, yes, sir.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Suggestions.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return.
Entering play call formation. There are 6 5 3 3. Big nickel. Double. Cover 2 man.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, no. This game is...
Wow, that was a great goal. Damn, that was a great goal.
Almost set up for the PAT. It's a fake. They got the tight end open. And he is stopped short. The two-point drive fails. They can't cut this lead further.
You talking about me making the
field getting set now.
Oh, yeah. Right.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 16. Would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone.
Slot. There are 6 categories. You have 14 options. Double slant is selected.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
You playing Roblox?
Him out across the 20.
Entering play call.
That's exactly what you want to see as
Oh, his tablet or iPad.
Be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
He's going to hand this off. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Inside,
they love this mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Max protect.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Hard running through a tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yeah, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
Oh, it.
They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Entering shotgun 5WR. There are 12 categories. You have 14 options. For verticals is selected.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Short cross.
Defense not pressing this time. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick grab. And bulldozing his way through. They bring it down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
Because it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just about to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down. Almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. From the shotgun, drops back. But it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
Choose the free parallel for
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Caught quickly. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Cover 4 quarters.
One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Give cushion. Audible.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion.
Yes, let's go.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Suggestions. There are 6
the risk of
categories.
throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down. But what will be the play call?
Cover 6.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Give cushion. Give cushion.
Out of the shotgun, he hands
Come
it
on.
tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out
Cover
perfectly.
3 cloud.
The Seminoles with first and 10 here.
Audible. Spread.
To the air. It's Howard. Fires it to the wide. Oh, can you believe it?
Entering play call.
Don't see that
Overwalk.
often from this excellent receiver. It's going to bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
But a quick stop by the defense.
Entering
Just
play call.
so it's 3rd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
3. There are 4 categories. You have 11 options. Cover 2 man is selected.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this
Got
QB
it.
today.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Max protect.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Right here.
They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, you're in great position to get over this.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
But yeah, you can say it's like a motorcycle.
Option is set
like a motorcycle for the
There
way.
are 9 categories.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Selected. Max protect. Max protect up. Max protect.
They'll run it here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. No huddle here for the offense.
Courier.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw.
That's a foul, you bum.
Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Max protect.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
I did.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team.
Foul.
Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Special teams.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
Top, 3. There are 4 categories. You have 11 options. Cover 4 drop is selected.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even
Entering
on first
play
down
call,
throw, he was under some heavy
for
pressure.
categories.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Selected.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Pressure is coming. That is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
There's the handoff. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 5 options. Kickoff middle is selected.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 31, set to kick this one away.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch.
Entering play call, formation. There are 6 categories. There are 2 subcategories. Options. 3. There are 4 categories. You have 11 options. Cover 4 drop is selected.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Entering
so that
play
offensive
call,
penalty will be declined, but the defense are happy to take the result of that play. The guys up front line up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
You have 11
I'd love to
options.
see
Cover
this
2
quarterback
selected.
sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Spread.
Back to throw. It's Howard. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. And it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws the football.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Seminoles. No chance to catch him.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
Oh, he's wide open.
And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone.
Go.
It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive.
Yeah, I almost said I said.
Auction is set tight slots. There are 9 categories. You have 7 options. Slot cross is selected.
Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This game is not over yet. Let's see how the offense plays it. They love to choose some clock here, but can't get too complacent. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Gets the ball on as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Shotgun. Auction is 5WR. There are 12 categories. You have 14 options. The verticals is selected.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Short cross. Audible.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of the first down. They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today.
Short cross.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Backs protect.
Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Entering play
Touchdown, Tigers.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pad empty selected.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game.
Entering
Up 17
play call.
here in the
Special
fourth.
teams. You have 5 options. Kickoff middle is selected.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. He's tackled at the 10. Not in good
Entering
field
play
position to
call
start the drive.
formation. There are 6 categories. There are 2 subcategories. Big Mickle. 3. There are 4 categories. You have
Line
11
getting set up.
options.
It's a
Cover
first down
4
play.
drop is selected. Middle third.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Picks up the pass, looking for more. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally get him down. That's a big gain there to end the game, but the clock runs out, and he falls short. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kurt, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering Cosminative screen. You have 3 options. Stats is selected. Enter player stats. Player stats. Team FSU. LSU. Rushing. Receiving. Team LSU. Team LSU. Blocking. Entering post-game screen. You have return to hub. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering top team depth chart.